6'1",
So, do you just have a camera with you all the time?
Well, nowadays everybody does, so that might be the thing to do.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard being single and having all, you know, and trying to be single like everybody else, but you can't be like everybody else. And then, I mean, it's also hard being married because apparently, you know, it gets thrown at you all the time. But it's also hard being single and having all that money and all that that big profile.
It is all making the right decision.
Mm-hmm.
AC
So
Green.
can you just hang out at the country club
Probably.
instead of the hip hop club?
Probably. You could go there. Look, AC Green made every right decision. Was a virgin. Was everywhere. 3 championship rings. So he made the right decision. You know.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them make the right decision. It's the ones that just make the wrong decision.
And there's a lot of them who don't run into that girl.
Ah, that's exactly right. I was going to go there next.
Because you can't tell me out of all the single athletes
That's true.
and high-profile celebrities that are single and probably married, this don't happen to.
True.
It's just they didn't run into that girl.
Right.
I agree. And he's been he ran into a couple of them.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What is Shania Twain's new show?
Okay, again, I kind of heard this on the radio. Oprah, her new network is going to be launching in January.
Yeah.
And Shania Twain said that she went through this, you know, deep depression after her divorce because her husband cheated on her. And she went through this real bad time in her life. Well, I guess Oprah suggested she have her own reality show, and so she's going to do it. She's doing her own reality show, and it's going to play on Oprah's network.
Did Mark cheat on her?
Mm-hmm.
You really have to have your self-esteem has to be shot when your 90-year-old man cheats on you, and you're Shania Twain.
And yeah, she's hot.
She's hot, and
he's not.
He wasn't that hot. Now, he was the mega producer because he did Def Leppard and a bunch of rock. Then he did the album. She won all the Grammys. He produced that with her.
I think he cheated on her with the nanny.
Yes.
Of the kids.
But you can't tell me, you know, Shania Twain's got more money she can throw away. You know, so it's no power struggle.
No.
It's just, that's just him probably. Mm-hmm. He's always done it, always will.
I don't even know.
Just got caught.
Just got caught.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the separation. You know, she's on tour because he never went on tour. He stayed home most of the times. Mm-hmm. And he was producing out of their castle in England or something.
Well,
yeah.
you've said it before. Either you love me all the time, or you shouldn't love me at all.
Yep.
Right.
Not lust me.
Yes.
Love me. I totally agree.
But you know what? Lust. I wonder why, and me, Brad, and Nikki talked about this the other day. I wonder why lust feels so much better than love.
Because you don't argue a lot in lust.
Yeah.
You don't argue a lot in lust.
But we would, you know, Nikki wrote a book, writing a book, trying to get it published, and a lot of the topics are, you know, men and why. And God, it's really easy to fall in lust when you meet somebody. But most people, we were talking about the waiting period. You know, there's not a 90-day window. There's a when you feel comfortable window.
Right.
Because when bang, right off.
My dad.
And it's good.
My dad said it best. I'll say it 100 times. I've said it to Chris 1,000,000. And I believe it. I believe love is a decision, not a feeling. You feel love, but you have to decide, I'm going to love this mother for the rest of my life.
Well, I'm disagreeing with you just like I disagreed with this man.
You going to do the exact same thing you do every time. Oh, I can't believe I'm sick of this. I hate this son of a... And you really don't, because unless you decided to love them, you're going to love them through the thick and thin. And if you say you hate them, then when you say you love them, it doesn't mean the same thing. You're telling me when you hate me, you really hate me.
Well, let me give you my part of it. You don't decide to love your siblings, your kids.
I'm talking about relationships.
It's still love.
Good
I don't
point.
think it is a decision. It's a feeling.
Well, we'll just agree to disagree. I didn't say you don't have that feeling, But you have to make that decision to keep that feeling forever. Because when you say you hate them, that's what you mean. You mean it if that's what you're saying. I hate you, I love you. So you mean you're going to stay with them.
Dude, I love you. I love you. But I've hated you at times.
Well, there ain't no difference.
But being able to get over that hate at that moment.
Right.
I hate what you just did, or I hate how you're acting, or sure, that's fine. That's part of it. There's things that my kids do that I hate.
Yeah.
But being able to get past it and move and learn from it.
And it's not that I hate you. It's not like you hate him.
No, at times I hate him.
Yeah, that's why I just stick with the decision. I made the decision. I made the commitment. I've decided to do it through the good and the bad. That's why that's why they use the vows.
I really must say, you are like a different kind of a creature on a lot of things.
And I don't see the love being. You make a commitment to be committed to this person. Whether the love tapers off or not, you still have to make that decision to be committed to them, not to love them.
What happens when you fall out of love?
Don't matter. You're supposed to stay with them. You're supposed to stay through thick and thin, better or worse. No food in the pantry or food in the pantry.
That's what I'm saying.
You made a decision to commit your life to this person,
right?
Whether good or bad.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I just feel that. You have a feeling of love, it just comes and goes. It's whether you decide to stick with them or not. You got to make that right decision.
Well, I tell you what, you, me, anybody else, even the people that are divorced, they go, God, I can't stand her, I can't stand him, I hate him. Deep down in your heart, I bet you don't.
Right. There's still always
whether they cheated, whatever. I still think somewhere down there,
there's always
you
that
still
soft
care.
spot.
Why would you call me a different creature?
You really are. Your mentality is different than anybody I think I've ever known. Not just on that, but on like all kinds of things. Your mentality.
I'll go with that.
Wait a minute, you're telling him something he already knows.
Yeah, that's why
I thought you were going to go with a real point with this conversation.
No. Your whole mentality is just. Not just on that kind of subject, but just on a lot.
All right, speaking of a creature, we're going to get off this subject, and we're going to go to LeBron James.
This will be our last one, too.
There is a sports writer who wrote, correct?
Right.
That he is gypping the fans by not playing.
And that he needs to refund the fans their money for their Sunday night game.
Against the Magic,
because
which is
he didn't play.
$9.39 to all 20,000 fans is what they would get.
So, let's see. I can take a chance of getting hurt and not give my fans a championship.
Right. You said it earlier. Yeah. It's probably somebody that's never played. And when you're talking about that many games, especially through baseball, football, and basketball, that many games, and football's rougher, you've got to give those guys time to get to wear off. You know what? My elbows hurt. Yeah.
And I could take time off this morning show.
No, you can't.
His rebuttal is when you negotiate your salary, you negotiate less games and you take less salary.
But that's not.
That's just what he.
So if he gets hurt, does he owe him money back? I got hurt, didn't play with half the season.
Yeah, my thing is you want to win championships. You want him there in the crunch time. And what do these games really matter? If you're in that playoff hunt, maybe you shouldn't take your kid to that Magic game. If they know they're going to rest LeBron or Kobe, don't.
Well, I'm thinking he's.
And you should be going for the team, not for LeBron.
Secret, not secret, but. See what okay. Moving on.
All
right, man. We had a great show today. We had a lot of fun. I always like when we have our
debating.
I'm
going to tell you tomorrow what I'm thinking about.
Until tomorrow, I am Russ. This is Steph. That is Chris. He is remembering, and we are out of here.